Hi everyone, welcome to the video. This one is starting with my New Year's resolution of making more lifestyle photos and videos of myself doing active things in the outdoors. Before we get into how much I earned per agency, I'll just talk about what I've been up to in the month of December. And in the Netherlands, it was a really rainy month. I think the rainiest on record. So it gave me an opportunity to do a lot of indoor stock photography. So what I did was I looked around the house just to see what everyday items I could find and photograph. And one of those items was an retro toaster that I found, and I used my studio lights to give me enough light and some white cards just to give it a white background, so it had that kind of isolated background look. And I took photos of it from several different angles, handheld. So I had a high shutter speed, but I used the denoise function in Adobe Lightroom to get rid of any extra noise. I also photographed things like little cocktail bottles that I'd been given a few Christmases ago. What else did I photograph? Oh yeah, some tramadol painkiller pills that I was taking when my knee decided to blow up on me. And that kind of filled in some of my days while the rain was coming down. What I also did was I went through my archive and edited some photos that I took in Australia of nature, some snakes, some kangaroos, some wallabies. And I also went back, way back, to photos that I didn't consider uploading before, and one of them was a photo of some tulips, but I didn't upload it because it had high power wires going through the background in the sky. So I spent about half an hour to 40 minutes taking out the wires and eventually uploading that, and it got accepted, so I was happy with that. Okay, we'll get into what I earned with the agencies now. We'll start off with the minnows, and that's Dreams Time, Deposit Photos, and 123RF. I didn't really make a good sale on two of those websites, but on Dreams Time I made a surprise sale of $8, actually $9.10, and that was of a white wallaby that I photographed in Tasmania on Bruny Island. Okay, on to Alamy now, and with Alamy the dry spell has kept going and I didn't make a single sale. I haven't made a sale on Alamy since November. On 5 I made a surprise sale, but it was kind of bittersweet because it was of the northern gannet trapped in plastic, and that was only for €5.60. Back in November I also made a surprise sale on Fine Art America, which I haven't made a sale on for like over a year. And I sold a photo of Tasmanian rainforest for $6. Hey, rain is coming down because it's the Netherlands. I can't talk properly because I also have braces put on the bottom row of my teeth, and we're losing the light, so we have everything against us. On to Shutterstock now, and one of the highlights was, as usual, the flower photos that I sell. And I sold quite a few of those, but it was a really slow month for Shutterstock. December is always slow for me because I just don't have the interest in Christmas photos and holiday photos for the festive season, so I don't make a lot of sales for those kinds of themes. But I did make one decent sale for $11.60, and that was a landscape photo of a windmill in the city of Leiden behind a canal. So that was pretty nice. It kind of got me out of trouble a bit for Shutterstock because it was a really slow month. In total for Shutterstock I only earned $21.30. Okay, now we'll go to Istock, where pushed for time. I think it's getting darker and darker, but we had a few highlights with Istock. I sold 4 photos of hard drives that are on a white background, and those 4 photos sold for $1.85 each. Yeah, I sold also a surf life-saving 4-wheel drive Mercedes Unimog vehicle on the beach during the summer, and that sold for $1.85. I didn't sell any videos on Shutterstock or Istock this month, which was disappointing, but I did sell a photo of a VW combi van with a trailer behind it for $9.50. All up for Istock Getty, I made $26.45. Okay, we'll go on to Adobe Stock now, where I sold 1 video, and that was a vandalized bus stop where someone had smashed all the glass in, and I managed to take a video. I think it was a still kind of establishing shot video of the glass up close and movement behind with cars and stuff on the road, and that video sold for $4.20. I also sold a nice little photo of a tiny wallaby in Tasmania called a paddy melon, or a rufous wallaby, with a joey either coming out of its pouch or standing next to it, and that's made 99 cents. And I also made a sale of 3 sales of KLM aircraft at Schiphol Airport, and each of those sold for 36 cents. It wasn't a fantastic month with Adobe, but overall I made $19.09. Okay, well, if you find these videos enjoyable or interesting, feel free to give this a like. And if you want to help my channel out, also feel free to buy me a coffee. The link is in the description. All up for December 2023, I made $89.60. And I've also calculated how much I made in 2023 from stock photography and video in comparison to the previous year. In 2022, I made some big sales. I think one of the sales was even $600 of a VW combi van, but I didn't have any of those large sales this year. But in 2022, I made $2,045, and in comparison to that, in 2023, I made $1,302, and you can see where those big sales were taken away. And I think despite not having those big sales, I'm doing okay. What am I going to do going forward? Of course, I'm going to do more lifestyle, as I said in that fantastic introduction. I'm going to do more model photographs and videos. In fact, I'm going to do more uploading all over. In December, I've uploaded about, I'd say, 30 to 40 photos and about half a dozen videos, and that trend will continue in 2024. Hope you guys had a great December. Let me know in the comments how you went, and I'll see you in the next video.